Good morning. It is Thursday. It's the 5th of March, and our reading is from Psalms 121, verses 1 and 2. I raise my eyes towards the mountains. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Now, depending on translation, some people have read this as if the help is coming from the mountains, and it's not. But you see, a lot of people look everywhere but God for their help. Medicine, science, politics, politicians. What a place to look. Neighbors, friends, money, security, Wall Street, wherever. And that's not where help comes from. That's trying to avoid looking for the only source of help, which is the Lord. That's where help comes from. It comes from God. Now, he may work through some of these things, don't get me wrong. Well, not politician. Well, maybe. After all, he used Nebuchadnezzar. But that's in spite of, I think, most of the time, not because of. Anyway, enough of that rabbit trail. But he uses some of these things, medicine, science, even, well, but those are tools of his. We need to thank him for what he provides. And we don't need to start there. We need to start with the Lord. And the most important help, of course, that people need, and hopefully you and I have received, well, I know I have, and that's salvation. Because all the rest of it, in the blink of an eye, isn't going to mean much anyway. But meanwhile, we also can be help to one another. That's why Hebrews talks about the need to encourage one another. So we can be God's hand to help others. But the help doesn't come from the others. The help doesn't come from us. The help doesn't come from the mountains. The help comes from the Lord, and through those things the Lord chooses to use. So always remember the source of all support, comfort, healing, and eventually an eternity of joy and peace in Him, and that's the Lord Himself. So just remember that if it gets a little difficult today, or very difficult, that God walks with you, and He'll walk with you, and I will see you again tomorrow.